15 essential foods you would like on a metamorphosis diet. Nutrition. Nutrition plays a central role in remodeling your body, whether or not that's shedding fat or building muscle. The food selections you create each single day will make or break your journey towards your fitness goals and a more robust physique. Ultimate Performance has worked with thousands of booming shoppers and helped them accomplish body transformations they ne'er thought attainable. Therefore, we all know the way to optimize diets for optimum leads to minimum time. 5 basic rules underpin what we tend to do at Up wherever nutrition cares, and to stay shoppers lean and healthy we tend to continually suggest. 1. Eat each 2 to 4 hours. 2. Ensure each meal contains a supply of macromolecule. 3. Eat vegetables with every meal. 4. Consume a mixture of healthy fats daily. 5. Make sure the majority of your carbohydrates square measure from quality sources and square measure consumed either around coaching and/or in the dark. Both quality and amount of calories square measure continually key once it involves fat loss or muscle building. So is that the macronutrient magnitude relation of these calories distributed between macromolecule, carbs, and fats. When it involves constructing a diet which will support your body transformation goals, optimize your performance within the athletic facility, facilitate your recovery and build the most effective conditions for fat loss and muscle growth, there's square measure variety of key foods that we propose to several of our shoppers. Here could be a list of 15 body transformation diet necessities covering proteins, carbs, and fats. Animal protein sources. 1. Chicken breast. If there's one food everybody knew was reaching to create this list, it had to be pigeon breast. A staple in muscle-building diets, this cut of red meat has many edges that create it essential to attain a body transformation. A 100 g serving of raw chicken breast has 165 kilocalories, around 30 grams of macromolecule, 0 carbs and solely 3.6 grams of fat. Why is it beneficial? Due to its low fat and high macromolecule, chicken breast is one amongst the most effective and leanest macromolecule sources. This high magnitude relation of macromolecule to total calories makes it a good food for anyone observance calories and making an attempt to lose fat, thanks to the redoubled rate of a high macromolecule diet. Moreover, because the satiating result of macromolecule, a diet high in protein can cause you to feel fuller albeit the entire calories square measure and equivalent, therefore you're a lot of seemingly to be compliant as a result of you won't be hungry all the time. If your goal is to extend muscle mass, a diet high in macromolecule will be essential to produce the building blocks, therefore your body will produce a lot of muscle tissue. Chicken breast could be a nice supply of element, over 500th of the RDI per 100 grams, an important mineral that has inhibitor capabilities, helps fight and forestall cancer and is believed to possess positive effects on inflammatory, vessel and medicine diseases. Moreover, as infections. Chicken contains nutriment B3 and B5, approximately 70th of the RDI. That's square measure essential for the conversion method of carbohydrates and fats into energy. Moreover, as increasing HDL or sensible sterol. It additionally contains B complex, 30% of the RDI, that has been shown to extend fat loss by 33.6 grams daily once combined with the amino-alkanoic acid essential amino acid, additionally gift in chicken. If this doesn't sound like abundant, realize that it adds up to an additional metric weight unit of weight loss per month. How to consume it. Chicken breast is a particularly versatile meat and may be broiled in many various ways in which, however, it's best to stay to preparation and kitchen appliance preparation to minimize the fat accessorial throughout the change of state method. The suggested intake can vary for every individual counting on multiple factors. However, a rough recommendation would be to plan 2 grams of macromolecule per metric weight unit of body weight and have a distinct macromolecule supply every meal. For associate degree 80 kilograms person, this is able to mean 160 grams of macromolecule daily or 32 grams in every one of 5 meals. Appreciate around 150 grams of uncooked pigeon breast. 2. Salmon. Salmon is the common name for many species of fish. The foremost common sort you'll notice in outlets and supermarkets is Atlantic salmon. It's a really versatile fish that may be consumed even as pronto for breakfast because it can for dinner. It ought to be a staple in any body transformation diet. 100 grams of raw Atlantic salmon contains 208 kilocalories, 20 grams of macromolecule, 13 grams of fat and 0 carbs. Why is it beneficial? Just like pigeon breast, salmon contains B vitamins and element and could be a nice supply of quality proteins which will create it easier for you to slim and gain muscle mass for the explanations antecedently mentioned. However, as opposition pigeon breast, salmon contains many sensible fats and could be a nice supply of polyunsaturated fatty acid essential fatty acids Environmental Protection Agency and DHA. EPA and DHA have Brobdingnagian positive effects on your health. They're potent anti-inflammatory drug compounds and are tried to be considerably useful within the treatment of response and chronic inflammatory diseases like coronary cardiovascular disease, cancer, autoimmune disorder, Crohn's malady, psoriasis, disseminated sclerosis and headaches, moreover as back and neck pain. In addition, polyunsaturated fatty acids are noted to reinforce muscle macromolecule synthesis, that results in redoubled muscle mass. Salmon is additionally a decent supply of metallic element, 363 mg per 100 grams, or 100% of the RDI, an important mineral that contains a role in Legion body functions, helps conduct nerve impulses and muscle contractions, maintains traditional heart operate, reduces pressure level and prevents excessive water retention by counteracting metal. Excessive fluid retention can cause you to look turgid and soft, particularly at lower body fat percentages. Therefore, having adequate metallic element levels can create a distinction within the manner your body appearance. Another good thing about salmon is its high astaxanthin content. Astaxanthin could be an antioxidant, like the carotenoid, found in carrots, and its potent anti-inflammatory drug and antioxidant result. It will facilitate burn a lot of fat once coaching, moreover as scale back muscle harm and free radicals. How to consume it. Salmon is incredibly versatile and may be consumed raw in dish, steamed, smoked, grilled, baked or stewed. Canned salmon is additionally a decent different that has similar edges to its freshly caught counterpart. The instructed dietary target for polyunsaturated fatty acids is 610 mg per day for men and 430 mg per day for ladies, which may simply be met with simply 2,100 grams salmon parts per week, every containing 2.1 grams of polyunsaturated fatty acid. 3. Lean grass-fed beef. Beef could be a kind of beef. It's primarily composed of macromolecule, with varied amounts of fat counting on the cut. Once relating lean beef, we're sometimes talking regarding the categories of beef meat that contain 100% fat or less. A 100 gram serving of 95th lean beef mince can contain 136 calories, 20 grams of macromolecule, 0 grams of carbs and 5 grams of fat. Why is it beneficial? Beef is one amongst the most effective sources of high-quality macromolecule. You'll examine the distinction between grass-fed and grain-fed beef here. The amino-alkanoic acid profile, the kind of building blocks a precise macromolecule is created of, is much clone of our own muscles. Therefore it's notably useful for things wherever muscle tissue is being designed. It contains all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies want and can't synthesize from different sources. One amongst these essential amino acids is amino acid, that is concerned within the creation of brain signal molecules like dopastat, and stress hormones like neurotransmitter. Like all different red meats, beef has made vitamins and minerals including iron, needed for healthy red blood cells that transport O through the body. The iron in animal sources is understood as hematin iron as healthier absorbed than non-heme iron found in plants. Vitamin B12, additionally required for red somatic cell production, medicine operate, and metastasis. Zinc, a potent inhibitor, vital for the functioning of the protein, endocrine and immune systems. ZN intake may boost androgenic hormone in men. World Health Organization square measure deficient within the mineral. Beef, notably grass-fed, is made in polyunsaturated fatty acids, associated with heart health and beta inflammation, and a kind of fat known as conjugated polyunsaturated fatty acid or CLA. This kind of fat has been joined to a discount in body fat. Another good thing about lean beef is its high content in muscle growth and performance-related compounds like amino acid, taurine and carnosine. These compounds can increase your performance within the athletic facility and optimize the results you'll accomplish within the shortest quantity of your time. How to consume it. Beef is incredibly versatile and may be consumed by itself in cut of meat or mince kind, or additionally to different dishes like salads, stews, etc. The suggested intake and also the explicit kind of beef can vary counting on the individual calorie, macromolecule and fat wants of the individual. If your calories square measure low as a result of your making an attempt to lose body fat, it becomes even a lot of necessary to settle on throw cuts of beef. Vegetarian and vegetarian macromolecule sources. 4. Quinoa. Quinoa could be a plant crop fully grown primarily for its edible seeds and is commonly mistaken for a grain. However, it's not a grain, and to be a lot of precise, it's a spermatophyte that's a part of the Amaranthaceae. 1 cup of raw quinoa, 170 grams, can pack regarding 620 calories, 24 grams of macromolecule, 10 grams of fat and regarding 109 grams of carbohydrates. Why is it beneficial? Quinoa is commonly a go-to supply of quality macromolecule for vegetarians and vegetarian because it contains a comparatively high macromolecule content compared with different plant-based sources. However, it will even as simply be used as a part of a balanced all-devouring diet, notably with its macromolecule and complicated macromolecule content. So nutritionally it ticks the boxes. But, of course, you have to be compelled to ensure the numbers work inside your macros. In contrast to sources of animal macromolecule like chicken, that have very little or no macromolecule or fat content, quinoa contains a substantial quantity of carbs and a few fat. Therefore be conscious once shrewd your daily macronutrient targets. This superfood additionally has different fantastic edges too. It's protein-free, that is nice for keeping inflammation in check and is beneficial for anyone with intolerances or sensitivities to protein found in several grains. It is additionally an entire macromolecule, which implies it contains all 9 essential amino acids the body wants for growth and repair. It's a very sensible supply of essential amino acid, associate degree amino-alkanoic acid that helps tissue growth and repair and also the formation of albuminoid for healthy skin. It additionally contains a higher inhibitor content than typical grains. Quinoa is additionally filled with fiber, that helps the system and keeps you feeling fuller for extended once fast. How to consume it. Quinoa could be a nice ingredient that contains a host of uses within the room, from a macromolecule and carb-rich main meal, to a entremets or maybe breakfast selection. It has a good nutty style, that makes it a good addition to everything from stews to salads. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to cook and may be consumed on its own or used aboard different hot or cold foods. It's additionally a good substitute for polished rice, wherever you wish a lot of advanced macromolecule. It is highly advised that shoppers to eat their carbs in the dark to assist with dietary compliance and to market higher sleep, and quinoa may be the proper possibility within the evenings that has each macromolecule and macromolecule. 5. Buckwheat. Like quinoa, buckwheat could be a plant crop mature for its grain-like edible seeds. It's not classified as a true grain, however rather a pseudo-cereal, seeds which will even be ground down into flour. 100 grams dry can contain around 343 calories to 13 grams of macromolecule, 3.4 grams of fat and 72 grams of carbs. Why is it beneficial? Buckwheat is high in macromolecule for a plant-based supply, though its macromolecule content doesn't quite match that of quinoa. It's a wonderful supply of the essential amino-alkanoic acid. Essential amino acid. Essential amino acid is an important protein building block that aids tissue growth and repair, also because the formation of albuminoid for healthy skin. It's conjointly made within the polyunsaturated fatty acid carboxylic acid like polyunsaturated fatty acid that helps with organic phenomenon and cell wall health. Buckwheat is additionally better known to contain necessary vitamins like vitamin B that helps improve cell perform within the body and vitamin C that boosts and helps maintain our system. Like quinoa, it's fully freed from protein. Therefore it's an ideal macromolecule supply for plant-based eaters or anyone who has sensitivities to protein or cavum sickness. It has a high fiber content, that is sweet for the systema alimentarium, whereas conjointly deceleration down the digestion of macromolecule and staving off hunger for extended. How to consume it. Buckwheat's skillfulness makes it a good ingredient to own round the room, and it's one thing that's employed in a number of various dishes around the world. It is used as a substitute for oats in dish, which may be mixed with fruit, nuts, and spices. Buckwheat noodles area unit standard in Asian cooking in dishes like miso ramen soup. It may be want to bulk out salads with some additional macromolecule and carbohydrates, or as a healthy dish to accompany your Sunday roast. If your intake buckwheat whereas on a diet wherever you track macronutrients, be aware of the sugar content of it once recording your daily calories and macros. 6. Eggs area unit 1 in every of the simplest sources of macromolecule you'll be able to get an area unit good if you're on a body transformation, making an attempt to induce lean and build some muscle. Free range, organic eggs area unit full of macromolecule, fat and essential vitamins and minerals. One giant egg can contain concerning 70 calories, 6 grams of macromolecule around 5 grams of fat, of that 2 grams is saturated. Why is it beneficial? Eggs area unit 1 in every of the foremost nutrient-dense foods you'll be able to purchase and may be enclosed in any body transformation diet. Eggs area unit a good supply of macromolecule that is very important for building lean muscle. Apparently, eggs happen to supply the richest mixture of essential amino acids compared to even chicken, beef, fish and feeder sources like curd. They conjointly contain essential fats like omega-3s that facilitate improved psychological feature perform and scale back inflammation, to call simply a number of edges. Eggs area unit full of vitamins and minerals as well as B vitamin, choline, pteroylglutamic acid and vitamin B complex. Particularly, eggs area unit a good supply of fat-soluble vitamin that is sweet for maintaining healthy skin and system, D that helps with bone density health, and fat-soluble vitamin that supports a healthy generative and system. For many years, eggs are demonized and classed as unhealthy as they're full of cholesterol and enlarge the chance of coronary cardiopathy. Do they contain cholesterol? Affirmative. However, cholesterol is very important because it really helps the body manufacture essential hormones. Eggs have conjointly been shown to extend alpha-lipoprotein that is your good cholesterol. So unless otherwise tutored by a professional person, you'll be able to eat eggs, as well as the nutrient, to assist maintain a diet. How to consume them? Eggs is hard-boiled such a large amount of alternative ways that it makes them an amazing ingredient if your intake on a strict design. The tremendous type of recipes and ways that you'll be able to cook with eggs means that you won't simply get bored. Eggs create a perfect meal at breakfast that's filling, healthy and full of macromolecule and fats. It's this macromolecule and fat content that produces eggs' nice breakfast fuel thanks to the power to enhance our focus and productivity within the morning. Eggs is baked, boiled, poached, scrambled, deep-fried or changed into a spread of omelets aboard your favorite ingredients. One factor to be aware of is that the quantity of fat contained in eggs that raise the calorie count significantly if you're trailing your macros closely. Carb sources. 7. Sweet potato. Sweet potatoes area unit starchy, sweet, root tubers. Though sharing the name, sweet potatoes area unit simply distantly associated with white potatoes and have totally different health edges. 100 grams contains 86 calories, 1.6 grams of macromolecule, 20 grams of carbs and 0 fats. Why is it beneficial? A sweet potato contains roughly double the number of fiber than a white potato, 2 grams versus 4 grams, and some 90th of the counseled fat-soluble vitamin daily intake that the physical structure converts from provitamin A, the natural inhibitor that offers sweet potatoes its characteristic color. Vitamin A is crucial for traditional vision, bone growth, healthy skin, and protection against infections. It conjointly fights inflammation by neutralizing free radicals and protects against inflammation-related diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Sweet potatoes conjointly contain some 25th of RDI in vitamin C, that is another wonderful inhibitor, plays a crucial role in albuminoid production, essential for healthy bones and skin, and is important to supply monoamine neurotransmitter, a neurochemical that controls our moods, sleep, wake cycles, and therefore the approach we tend to expertise stress and pain. Another nice advantage of sweet potato is its low glycemic index, particularly once steamed or stewed. A score of 46, as hostile 94 once baked. The glycemic index helps live the impact of a definite food on glucose levels. Foods that have a lower score increase glucose bit by bit, therefore it remains additional stable when a meal. This suggests that you simply won't expertise associate degree energy rush and crash cycle when overwhelming low GI foods, and you'll store less of these sugars as fat because of the slower unleash into the blood, which can cause a additional gradual hormone unleash. A endocrine that stores excess glucose as animal starch in our liver and muscles also is within the style of fat tissue. How to consume it? Choose the sweet potatoes with darker orange color, as they contain additional beta-carotenes. Certify to consume your sweet potatoes with 3 to 5 grams of fat to enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamin. Because of the lower GI, it's counseled to consume it steamed or stewed instead of roast or baked. Try seasoning mashed sweet potatoes with some cinnamon and nutmeg for a sweet however healthy snack or dish. 8. Spinach. Spinach is an edible spermatophyte and a part of the family Amaranthaceae family native to Central and Western Asia. Spinach has long been related to strength and physiological state ever since the times of Popeye. World Health Organization would devour cans of it, before actuation off unimaginable feats of strength. Whereas you would possibly not be straight off deadlifting any world records when having a container full, there's square measure many reasons why this could be a dietary staple. 100 grams contains 23 calories, protein 2.9 grams, fat 0.4 grams and carbs 3.6 grams. Why is it beneficial? Spinach is packed with minerals and antioxidants that square measure crucial to a healthy diet and for anyone wanting to alter their body composition. Spinach is made in iron and iron plays a crucial role within the operation of red blood cells. Why is this important? Red blood cells facilitate transport element round the body that for USA in coaching is crucial to muscle operate throughout exercise. The a lot of ventilated blood we've touring the body, the a lot of we will increase the quantity of element being delivered to our muscle tissue and cells. That helps USA thrust out those last very important reps of every set. Spinach is additionally a superb supply of anti-hemorrhagic factor that helps with blood coagulation, anti-ophthalmic factor that could be a powerful antioxidant. It additionally helps maintain healthy vision and aids medicine operate, to call simply a number of advantages. In addition, it additionally contains vitamin C and pterawilmonoglutamic acid yet as being a decent supply of metallic element, helps with growth and development, mg, helps keep the central systema nervosum calm and force per unit area below control, iron and riboflavin, aids with energy production and also the metabolism of fat cells. When it involves foliaceous greens that provides a ton of bang for your buck. Spinach possesses to get on the weekly searching list for folks. How to consume it? Spinach is nice once consumed raw to feature some crunch to salads. However equally, it will be steamed for many minutes to wilt the leaves or instead pan-cooked with a bit grass-fed butter and garlic as entremets. It is the proper combination with eggs within the morning, notably if you struggle to eat high volumes of significant foods very first thing within the day. 9. Broccoli. Broccoli could be a veggie from the cabbage family, enjoyed for its nutrient-rich inexperienced florets. 100 grams contains 34 calories, protein 2.8 grams, fats 0.4 grams and carbs 7 grams. Why is it beneficial? This is another inexperienced, superfood, vegetable that's a requirement for any diet. Like alternative inexperienced vegetables, it's proverbial for its high aliment content and for holding powerful antioxidants. Broccoli has serious medicament properties. Like alternative Dilleniid dicot family vegetables, broccoli contains isothiocyanates like sulforaphane that has medicament mechanisms. It additionally contains vitamin C, that helps build and maintain a healthy system, and high levels of each metal and anti-hemorrhagic factor, each of that square measure necessary for bone health and also the hindrance of pathology. Broccoli is jam-packed with fiber, that is of nice profit for fullness on a diet, however extremely assists in maintaining a healthy gut and helps with regular intestine movements. Like alternative greens, like spinach, it's dense with alternative very important minerals like Mg, that is crucial for calming the central systema nervosum, CNS, and zinc, that helps maintain or boost androgenic hormone levels. It is a good non-starchy supply of sugar that aids digestion, maintains low glucose levels and may facilitate curbs gluttony whereas on a diet setup. How to consume it. Broccoli could be a nice food to feature low-calorie volume to your meals to assist fill you up. You'll be able to boil broccoli, though steaming your florets for around 5 minutes retains the flavor and fresh texture of the broccoli than boiling it in water. 10. Blueberries. Blueberries square measure publicized as another modern-day superfood, and permanently reason. These tiny, black berries square measure jam choked with nutrients that square measure useful for health and may aid our body composition goals. 100 grams can contain simply 57 calories and solely 14 grams of carb. Why is it beneficial? Blueberries may be little, however they're one and all the foremost nutrient-dense foods within the world. There's square measure few alternative fruit or vegetables that compare pound for pound in terms of inhibitor properties. Antioxidants square measure molecules that hunt down and neutralize alternative cells that may probably cause injury within the body, so that they square measure necessary once we're making an attempt to keep up a healthy diet. It's the protecting impact against free radicals and toxins, yet because the inflammation-busting properties of blueberries that build this fruit a requirement in your diet. Blueberries additionally contain vitamin C, 24% of RDI, that helps boost the system, and anti-hemorrhagic factor, 36% of RDI, that aids blood coagulation and helps with maintaining healthy bones. It's additionally a good supply of metallic element, 25% of RDI. How to consume them. Blueberries square measure nice as a snack afterward within the day. That square measure comparatively low calorie and low carb. They're a flavorful addition to present your summer dish a unique dimension. You can even as simply add them to your post-workout supermolecule shake or to feature into your oats aboard some cinnamon and Greek yogurt. 11. Oats. Oats square measure a whole grain cereal grain normally consumed for breakfast as dish. 100 grams contains 389 calories, 17 grams of supermolecule, 66 grams, and 7 grams of fat. Why is it beneficial? Something that creates oats stand out from most alternative grains is that the quantity and quality of the supermolecule it provides. This makes oats a decent supply of supermolecule for feeder and vegetarian purchasers. World Health Organization can't place confidence in animal supermolecule sources. However, the supermolecule in oats is incomplete, which implies that it doesn't contain all of the 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks of proteins that the body cannot synthesize and must acquire directly from foods. For this reason, oats should be combined either with another incomplete supermolecule, like nuts, to make an entire supermolecule, or directly with an entire supermolecule like milk. Oats square measure one in all the simplest sources of metallic element, 233% of the RDI per 100 grams. A mineral that plays a task in bone production, skin health, and glucose management, a key issue for fat loss. Another nice advantage of oats is their high fiber content, 11 grams per 100 grams of oats. The fiber in oats, called beta-glucan, could be a soluble fiber. Soluble fibers can part dissolve once mixed with water and make a gel-like layer within the gut. These style of fibers, notably beta-glucan, are joined to varied health advantages such as reduced low-density lipoprotein, BAD, and total sterile and therefore, cut risk of cardiovascular disease. Increased hormone sensitivity and lowered glucose levels, because of the augmented time it takes for the foods to be absorbed once beta-glucan is within the gastrointestinal tract. This makes oats a good supply of carbs to feature when an initial low-carb amount once fast, particularly in overweight and/or hormone-resistant purchasers. Increase your fullness and feeling of fullness because of the thick layer they produce within the abdomen, yet because the unleash of a fullness internal secretion created within the gut referred to as PYY. This can cause you to consume fewer calories with less effort, and therefore attain higher fat loss results. How to consume them. All types of oats have basically an equivalent nutritionary price, therefore the sort you select can depend upon the feel you like, less processed or crunchier, and also the time you have got. Finer cut oats can cook faster. The most common and simple thanks to consume oats is during a dish with water or milk. If well done with water, make certain to mix them with another supply of supermolecule to get all the essential amino acids. Oats ought to be soaked long at temperature or higher to assist breakdown an anti-nutrient referred to as phytic acid, which may block mineral absorption. The best thanks to soak them would be adding an acidic ingredient like Greek yogurt or kefir to start chemical process the grains and unleash all the vitamins in oats, whereas breaking down phytic acid the foremost. If you don't need to consume dairy farm, another sensible possibility would be to feature lemon or apple vinegar and adding some buckwheat to help within the phytic acid breakdown. Fat sources 12. Grass-fed butter. Ghee butter. Clarified butter is formed from cow's milk and is widespread in Indian culinary art, tracing its roots back thousands of years in Ayurvedic medication wherever it had been exalted for its rejuvenating qualities. Ghee is butter, truly butter that has been simmered for extended, removing the water and milk fats and going a creamy, nutty flavor. 1 tablespoon contains around 112 calories, protein 0.04 grams, fat 14 grams. Why is it beneficial? When compared to traditional butter, its nutrition profile is extremely totally different. Clarified butter has no milk sugar or casein, not like traditional milk or butter, and sensible quality clarified butter product don't have any sugar. It's additionally made in short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, that square measure utilized by the body to keep up a healthy gut. It additionally contains medium-chain fatty acids, fats that square measure absorbed quickly and may be utilized by the body as a supply of energy. It will facilitate scale-back inflammation that is vital to preventing dozens of chronic diseases joined to or caused by inflammation that embody Alzheimer's, asthma, arthritis, Crohn's sickness, irritable intestine syndrome, IBS, Parkinson's and plenty of a lot of. For people that square measure lactose or casein sensitive, butter clarified butter will be a good possibility as a result of the assembly method eliminates these allergens. Ghee butter made of milk from grass-fed cows can contain high levels of conjugated polyunsaturated fatty acid, more popularly called CLA. If you're not tuned into the advantages, studies have shown that CLA will considerably scale back body fat and stop weight gain through increasing our rate and its ability to assist increase lean muscle mass. Ghee contains fat-soluble vitamins A, E and K, and occasional intake of dietary fat can greatly have an effect on the absorption of those vitamins as they'll solely be absorbed with dietary fats. This may cause a deficiency in these necessary vitamins. How to consume it. Butter. Clarified butter is that the excellent vegetable oil and its nutty flavor will enhance any dish. It makes a good oil to cook with because it contains a terribly high smoke purpose compared to things like oil and oil. That means the fats square measure less probably to interrupt down below heat and unleash free radicals. It will be employed in healthy baking, and it's nice to sauté meats like beef and lamb to boost the flavor. A knob of butter. Clarified butter will enhance your steamed vegetables. Otherwise you will add some to your morning occasional and mix it up to form the proper, creamy pre-workout drink that's made in energy providing MCTs and performance-enhancing caffeine. 13. Avocado. The avocado is truly a fruit, and it's thought it originated in North American nation. Currently additional folks square measure understanding that healthy fats square measure a necessary a part of a diet, the recognition of avocados has skyrocketed. It's not exhausting to ascertain why with myriad health edges and unbelievable skillfulness within the room as an excellent ingredient in sweet and savory dishes alike. 100 grams can contain around 160 calories, protein 2 grams, fat 15 grams, carbs 9 grams. Why is it beneficial? Usually, once we see the fat content on product in supermarkets, we'll principally notice that every 3 sorts of fat, monounsaturated, unsaturated and saturated. The majority of fat in avocados square measure once thought of the foremost helpful for health. Around our monounsaturated fat and 12-tone music fat. Monounsaturated fats square measure helpful for the guts and brain, and they're conjointly shown to assist improve hormone resistance and regulate glucose levels that square measure each vital once fasting to enhance body composition. The healthy fats in avocados square measure illustrious to be sensible transporters of vitamins round the body, therefore vitamins like vitamin E, that facilitates scale-back sterile and prevents molecules assault of healthy cells within the body, and fat-soluble vitamin that aids blood coagulation, may be distributed round the body. Avocados also are a decent supply of fiber, that we all know is vital for maintaining a healthy gut and regular intestine perform, still as dominant glucose levels. How to consume it. Avocados square measure illustrious for his or her wealthy and creamy texture, and they're good in each sweet and savory dishes. Most people can add them to salads or smash them up aboard chili, lime, onions, and tomatoes to form a healthy and flavorful dip. But equally, their delicate flavor and creamy texture lends itself to use in healthy desserts like this chocolate macromolecule mousse. Simply be aware that avocados contain a substantial quantity of calories, therefore invariably use them slenderly and keep track of your intake with apps like MyFitnessPal. 14. Extra virgin olive oil. A staple of the Mediterranean diet, oil may be found in numerous varieties: light, virgin, further virgin. The distinction between these varieties is that the quantity of process, with further virgin oil being the foremost helpful thanks to token process, that preserves the best levels of helpful compounds. 1 tablespoon, 15 milliliters, contains 19 kilocalories, 14 grams fat, 0 carbs and 0 macromolecule. Like all oils, the calorie content per unit is extremely high, therefore it's vital to stay a watch on portion sizes. Why is it beneficial? Extra virgin oil may be a nice supply of monounsaturated fats, 73 grams per 100 grams, primarily monounsaturated fatty acid. Monounsaturated fats, and oil above all, has been shown to cut back upset risk by decreasing lipoprotein, typically stated as bad sterol, and increasing HDL or good cholesterol. Extra virgin oil is additionally the simplest dietary supply of squalene, associate inhibitor compound that has been shown to own anti-carcinogenic effects, still has anti-aging properties thanks to its protection of the skin and enhancing the effectuality of mitochondria. Other inhibitor compounds found in further virgin oil embrace vitamin E, hydroxytyrosol and tyrosol. How to consume it? Extra virgin oil may be a tasty and healthy various to dish dressings, an excellent addition to vegetables, and it can even be used for preparation. However, detain mind that its smoke purpose, the temperature once it starts burning and manufacturing smoke, is 207 degrees Stargazer, therefore it's not the simplest selection for high temperature dishes. Avocado oil, or butter clarified butter would be a more robust possibility for this specific use. 15. Coconut oil. Coconut oil may be a sort of saturated fat, created up primarily of medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs. 1 tablespoon, 15 grams, contains 117 kilocalories, 14 grams of fat, 0 carbs and 0 macromolecule. Why is it beneficial? Medium-chain triglycerides will aid in weight loss by increasing fat oxidation, commonly referred to as fat burning, in overweight folks. Studies have shown that increasing intake of MCTs, whereas keeping calories similar, may end up during a tiny however vital increase within the rate of fat loss over time, still has a muscle mass scotch impact once during a caloric deficit thanks to exaggerated organic compound production, the byproduct of metabolic process. Coconut oil can even facilitate scale back your waist, particularly in males. Based on these studies, it would be smart to exchange alternative saturated fats like butter with copra oil, if fat loss is your goal. However, it's conjointly vital to recollect that exchange alternative dietary fats with copra oil might negate any potential fat loss effects if the caloric content of copra oil is bigger than what antecedently consumed. In straightforward terms, total calories consumed can principally dictate weight gain or loss, severally of the kind of food. Other edges embrace probably reducing total sterol, that may be a risk issue for heart condition, and increasing hormone sensitivity in kind 2 diabetics. How to consume it? Coconut oil is simplest once concerning 5 to 10 grams of MCTs square measure enclosed within the diet. This is 7.7 to 15 grams of copra oil, or common fraction to 1 tablespoon. Coconut oil may be utilized in raw in salads, smoothies, and desserts, and it can even be used for preparation. Basic cognitive process that it's a smoke purpose of 175 degrees. Final thoughts. No one single diet can work for everybody. Nutrition may be a terribly individual issue, and each shopper we tend to work with it up is totally different. However, time and time once more we tend to deliver the best, the straightforward the most effective results with shoppers following some terribly simple basic diet rules. You might not relish intake each item on this list, and that's fine. Create healthy substitutes. However, make sure that your intake a combination of fine quality, lean proteins, healthy fats, piles of inexperienced vegetables and sophisticated carbohydrates from unprocessed sources, and you can't go so much wrong together with your diet.